Have you ever heard of flow? I don't know, but have you ever heard of being in the zone? You've heard that. It's when somebody performs, typically athletically or artistically, sometimes mathematically, scientifically. Uh, they perform at a level they've never reached before, and while it's happening, they're almost detached from themselves. It's this state where magic happens. Time ceases to exist, and it's something that probably can only be experienced, not explained. In these missions, I have tried to set up the groundwork for you to understand how flow works, how to achieve that state. And if I jump over to the admin, there's this simple graphic that's taken from Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. That's the researcher. His name is unusual to say the least. This is how you achieve flow, is this idea that, as you get better at something and more excited about what you're doing, and the challenge increases and your skills increase, you enter this flow state where magic can happen and you start to enter that zone. But as soon as things get easier and the challenges are no longer there, your skills aren't pushed, and you fall into this zone of boredom. Anxiety is where the challenge is so high that your skills can't possibly get you there. So it's a path you take in order to get better by having the challenge increase a little bit and having your skills grow. You have to work. It's a time-consuming process. But hey, we got this whole quarter. You need to challenge yourself. And it boils down to this concept that easy is boring. Kids I just want school to be easy. Boring. Boring is depressing. Hard is fun. Now it says watch the video for proof. You're watching the video. Here's an example. Took a trash can and set it down right in front of the class, right at my feet, and held up a wadded piece of paper and says, who thinks they can throw this into the trash can? And I got all excited and really pitched it. And yeah, you in the back, all right. And I walk over to him and I picked up the trash can and carried it with me and I set it down right next to him and said, come on, man, can you make it? Can you make it? And, the kid looks at me like I'm an idiot and drops the piece of paper into the trash can. And I go, all right, all right. And, of course, no one responds because easy is boring. And then I explain that, move the trash can back up to the front of the room and ask for another volunteer. And this time, when it's thrown from the back of the room, everybody, it just missed. Or, yeah, it made it. Because challenging, hard, is fun. It's exciting. And that's not beyond. I didn't put it outside the door around the corner where you'd have to bounce it off the door jamb and try to make it into a target you can't even see. See, that's where the challenge isn't within your comfort zone. Okay? So the idea that we challenge ourselves and work hard to get better, to build our skills, and I'm going to keep challenging you to do better work again and again and again. And as time goes by and your skills get better and the challenges get a little more intense, at some point, you're going to enter flow and you're going to be working and things are just happening and it's awesome. Maybe some of you play a musical instrument. Maybe some of you play sports. Maybe some of you have written poetry that came out of nowhere. I don't know. But Can you think of a time where you became detached from time and you were just with the experience and you were better than you'd ever been before? And maybe it's when you're gaming, and you're fighting that boss that took you down 12 times in a row. And this time you're making all the right moves at all the right time. Flow, the zone. And again, you want to learn more about this, look up flow and in the zone, and you will find all kinds of information coming from all kinds of different directions. Some of it authentic, some of it just people looking for clicks, and likes. But the point is, at the end of this journey, where we're working through this map of the policies and expectations, I don't expect you to achieve flow, but I wish it for you. I hope you get there, because this is where my best students get. And it is awesome. Awesome. Maybe I'll juggle for you at some point if we ever get back to school, because I can do things with 3 balls that very few people can do.